Listen
3000.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Caesar.
I am Zen.
And we are Listen 3000. We are here for episode 54 with a very, very, very special guest today. But before we get into that, we always know that this is presented to you by Agents of Fandom. Go check out agentsofandom.com. Go follow them on all the social platforms and listen to their podcast, Agents of Fandom, Fandom Academy, Comic Corner, and go to us right here, Listen 3000. Also, you see this lovely space? This is Sound Gallery. You need to check it out. You need to talk to Zen. You need to come get some stuff recorded. You need to make a podcast. Do whatever you need to do, but it's a great space. Great space. Sure. Thank you for having us, my friend. Lastly, before we get into our great guests, merch. You see it's on my shirt. See it's on my shirt. You feel me? You feel me? And
I don't got it on me today.
Called him today. It's the first time. First time. So I have to applaud that for myself. I think that's yes. No, but yeah, man, check it out at list3000.com, all designed by this guy. And yeah, man, some great stuff. Please support the pod. It's the best way to do it. Yes. Yeah, man, you want to introduce our guest?
Yes, sir. We got our guy, Taz, here. Y'all might know him from Twitter. You might know him from his comic book podcast. You might know him from his Afro Punks comic that's coming soon. Come on. We got our guy, Taz, in the building today.
Hey, are we live? We live, right?
Yes, we are.
We live.
Yo, shout out to my niggas over at Agents of Fandom, except for TJ, you Canadian bastard. Nah, that's my nigga. That's my guy. Shout out to everybody. Yo, we in the building, man. Thank y'all for having me. Rest in peace, rich homie Quan. We got to start with that.
Yes.
100%.
Thank you for taking us right there.
Yeah, taking us right into it.
For sure, man.
Let's get to it, man. Damn. Shout out to Atlanta, man. Y'all grieving right now. I know y'all are.
For sure, bro. Man. Like it's like every couple weeks there's some stuff going on.
No,
man.
that's the sad part of hip hop in particular, but black people on top of it. But that's a whole thing in itself. But shout out to Rich Homie Quan, I guess, in his family and his supporters, everyone that loves him. That's really sad.
Yeah, for sure, man. Him and Thug changed the game. It just sucks that Thug is locked up and we weren't able to get that reunion we all wanted. But man. Rest in peace to Rich Homie. I know he had some kids and stuff like that as well. So prayers and blessings and
what was your tweet? I'm about to say, and then we'll get right up. What was your tweet about?
We need Rich Gang, the tour part 1 on streaming services.
There we go.
Yes. I was just thinking back because of Days Before Rodeo just came back out. I'm like,
mine as well.
Let's get
perfect timing.
Rich Gang the tour. So that would be such a good thing now. You know
exactly.
Hopefully they can help feed the kids and the family and all that stuff as well. So
super great.
We'd love to see that.
Yeah. All right, getting into some lighter news. There was a lot of DC updates. Honestly, there is a lot of stuff, so I'm going to go through it quick. With Superman, people said that everyone that has seen parts of the movie so far said it's fantastic. They're going all out. It's a hardcore shift of sci-fi and fantasy.
The exact opposite
from I wasn't trying to do the whole thing. That's why I was like, I'm skimming through it. I'm reading it too.
Okay.
Yep. But I'm not doing it as fast as you. Okay. But yeah, we're going to learn some things in this movie about how the history is different from the DCEU and how that affects the difference into this new DCU, right? Mm-hmm. And in the DCU, there's going to be various projects set in different timelines, not just present day. So think more Star Wars instead of Marvel. For the Lantern show, they're thinking about Josh Brolin and some other people. We'll get into that in a second. The idea they have is for Hal Jordan to be older, gruff, no-nonsense mentor to a younger Jon Stewart. It's set to film next year. And we're going to find out. And it's a twisted bizarre murder mystery on Earth, uncovering a conspiracy that will impact the entire DC universe. And that came from a production grid, so it might be some validity to that. And shout out Daniel RPK for that.
Yeah. I can get into the casting real quick, and then we can just, I guess, tell our thoughts on all of that. Mm-hmm. He mentioned Josh Brolin being the one that they're looking towards for the Hal Jordan role, but if he does not take that offer. Other names that are on the list are Chris Pine, Timothy Olyphant, Ewan McGregor, and Matthew McConaughey.
Yep.
Which are all cool actors. So, what's your thoughts, man? I know, let's throw it to Taz real quick. How you feel about this, man?
Yeah. I have to say I like what James Gunn is doing out here. What I appreciate that what he's doing is he's not doing what other people would expect him to do. A lot of people showed up and said, okay, he's just going to do Marvel for DC. But what it looks like he's doing is he's just telling good stories. If it ties in later on, good. But it just seems like he's doing things differently. One thing I noticed, he's not doing the same type of Hal He's doing an older Hal, and it seems like they're going, because I've always said the training day method with Green Lantern works very well, especially with Sinestro, because that's basically what happened there. Like, the story of Training Day is basically Sinestro training Hal. But now that they flipped it, I'm thinking to myself, how would they do that? And then I remembered something. Aha!
Parallax. Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going with this. I think that we're going with John Stewart being hired to be a Green Lantern. Hal is talking to him that Hal lost his whole entire city, Coast City, so that makes him like old and angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he gets corrupted, and then eventually John may have to like fight him at the end. I think that they're going that route with it, and if so, count me all the way in. I'm scared a little bit because I feel like it's going to be a show instead of a movie. So it's going to be a lot of CGI. And if there is, they're not going to spend too much on it. So that's one thing that also threw me off, because it's Green Lantern.
And it's on Earth. Like,
I thought about that too. I think the Earth
too.
part was like it takes me back to what you were just saying. It's like, it's the fact that, all right, so if it's on Earth, they probably not gonna. It's gonna be a little bit more grounded than we might be expecting it to be.
And remember, we heard reports before that it said it was inspired. It's a true crime inspired.
True Detective.
True Detective. I'm sorry, not True Crime. Wrong show. But yeah, so that gives a whole more grounded feel to it as well.
Yeah.
And that's completely different than what we expect from Green Lantern. So I like being thrown off like that. I like being unpredictable. And one thing about James, he's very unpredictable. So I'm excited for everything he has coming.
I'm right with you. That was a great take on all of that, honestly. Yeah, I was about to, Nah, because I feel the same exact way. Yeah. Had to, brother. Yes. Nah, but I feel really the same exact way. I'm not someone that knows much about the comics. So for me, I'm just was looking forward, I guess, to the CGI, to the intergalactic part of it, aspect of it. But again, James Gunn, I'm kind of I was saying to you off the pod, I'm kind of just trusting whatever he do, to be honest, until he messes it up, and I don't think he really will. I'm excited for it, and I'm all the way here. So that you add in HBO, you add in Lindelof, Tom. Hey, come on, like you add in the potential of the black actors that can be John Stewart too. We ain't even get into that.
Let's get into that. So I don't know if you heard about this, Taz. So I just recently found this out, and we were like, oh no, we got to add it to the topic to talk about this today. So apparently, right, Tom King, writer on the show, prolific comic book writer as well. Yes. He had followed 2 black actors on Instagram recently, and people are speculating these might be 2 guys that are in running.
Because why would Tom King follow them first?
Right.
Otherwise,
at least came across them in some type of capacity.
In some capacity.
Right. Yeah. So the first actor that he followed was Aaron Pierre.
Yeah.
Fire yes. Actor. Yeah.
I like.
What was he in that? I think to be like just.
I saw him in old. He's about to be in Mufasa. Playing Mufasa, the prequel,
and that Netflix. I forgot the Netflix.
It's a Netflix one. I just don't know the name of
Black
it.
Black Reacher. That's why I know.
I thought it was the name of it for a second.
Rebel Ridge.
That's what.
There
That's
you go.
Okay. That's
yes.
it. That's
I'm
it.
excited to watch that too.
Me too.
I've been saying for a while that guy is a star.
Yeah.
I think he has a very his look. Is very, very
come on, unique. Yeah, unique for sure.
Yep.
Favorite waffle right now, light skinned dude right now.
Yes.
They wanted him in Blade, and then ended up not happening.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen Rebel Ridge yet, but from what I heard, it's good, and that's going to be the movie that's going to get him out of here. So I knew either DC or Marvel's going to get him. Yeah. I'm like, he's going to be in one of those.
Didn't I literally say this right before the pod? Before we started, I'm like, yo, if he don't get this one, he better come on over to the other side, because it's just
he already was kind of over there,
right? Exactly, like Dash just said, so it's like you might as well just stay over here. You know what I mean? I'm right with you, Tash.
So he's gonna get picked. He's gonna get picked up somewhere. And it will be unfortunate if he's John Stewart. And the reason why I say that is if you've seen Rebel Ridge, I haven't seen it, but I've seen parts of it. He's an action star. Mm-hmm. He's an action star, and the Green Lantern role, you're not really doing much.
Just pointing your hand out. Yeah.
Good point.
that might be good enough, but damn, he's only 30. That's crazy. But
no, for real.
Yeah. I had to look his age up. I'm like, dude, how old is this guy? I was like, oh, he's only 30. Oh, Lord,
nah, he seems
and he's British. Those British people.
It's the come on, man.
I didn't know he was British too. That's crazy.
That's why I've been trying to tell you.
Well, speaking of the Brits, the other pick was Damson Idris. So y'all might know him from Snowfall.
Oh my god.
Snowfall. Okay.
Yeah, how do you feel about this one? How do you feel about this one?
He's gonna. I said another one. I actually prefer him.
Me too. Personally. Out of them two, yeah.
Another British nigga.
Yeah.
Yup. You know how they get down.
Hey, yo, British niggas,
so
stop
good.
taking our roles. Like,
it's not even their fault. It's like they're just naturally too nice, bro. Obviously, they got schools for it and stuff, but not, bro. It's like they wake up and they're just good at acting. I don't really get what's going on over there.
Now, be clear, they got acting academy.
No, for real. Yeah. For real. No, you right. You ain't never lied.
So, shout out to him. Shout out to both of them. I think Aaron Pierre has a better look, but unfortunately, and we know how this is, I can see someone being upset that, they're like, oh, he should be darker skinned. Me, personally, I don't give a shit. Me, I don't care, but we know how these are.
Yeah. So, and we dark skinned. I don't think it matters too much.
To me, it doesn't. It doesn't, and I don't know about y'all, but to me, it does not. But I've seen this movie before. If you feel me,
right? Come on. Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest because you know what I'm saying. But I think that he's a better actor for the role. But either way, whatever they choose, I know it will be the right person.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We'll smoke that. What is there any other DC? Because before we get out of DC,
oh no, it is.
I swear it was someone else, right?
Batman.
Yeah, you
Batman.
get that.
So I can do this one.
Yep.
So as we all know, the Batman 2 is coming, and Matt Reeves has been talking because Penguin is coming up soon. He's been talking about the whole universe that he's building, and I have a quote here from him. So the Batman 2 will shoot next year, and we're finishing up the script now, says Matt Reeves. He said the sequel won't include supernatural villains. He said we will never go into the full fantastical. It's meant to feel quite grounded. It doesn't mean that you won't see characters that people love. That's exactly what we want to do. Gentleman Ghost is probably pushed a bit too far for us to be able to find a way to do, but there is a fun way to think about how we would take characters that might push over into a bit of the fantastical and find a way to make sense of that. So, I like to think, I feel like we kind of knew a lot of this already, at least from the way he was building out the first Batman movie.
Not even just that. Then wasn't there a quote when he was making the first one? He was like, "Yeah, we not really."
Yeah, because somebody asked him about Superman and shit like that, and he was just like, "Yeah, nah, that don't exist here."
Yeah, so I feel like we kind of should have known from that.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess remember those rumors of Clayface and stuff. Like there was stuff coming out, and the leaker people like kind of shift people's narratives for stuff sometimes. So I feel like that's what made people think that we were going to maybe get that. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. What I wanted to ask y'all though, really while I added this to that, I seen a lot of people kind of upset at this quote about how they want a more fantastical Batman. And I wanted to just ask y'all, like, do y'all think that's probably what we're going to get with The Brave and the Bold? You think James Gunn is going to push the line a little bit further with his interpretation? And what are some villains y'all would like to see in The Brave and the Bold if he does go that route? You know what I mean? To be able to do more the fantastical villains in Batman's rogue gallery.
Yeah.
Let's Taz, we'll start with
you. Taz, because I know
you don't read comics, but I know you know a little something. I know you know a little something.
Listen, man. I've had the stank face this whole conversation you've been having about it. Me personally, I'm sick of realistic Batman.
I feel you.
Sick of realistic Batman because the whole concept of Batman isn't realistic in the first place.
Spit.
The whole thing about Batman being a human, I'm tired of that conversation. The shit this man is doing, no human being on this planet can do. I'm tired of that conversation. But you're trying to pitch to me that he's a human. Okay, fine. The only way this makes sense is that he is in a fantastic world where people can do things like that. But when I'm seeing this nigga jump off a cliff and just land just fine because his cape, I'm like, okay, that's a doctor.
Right.
Like, dog, I'm an accountant, so I think numbers. and I can't help it. But I'm like, dog, how you build this whole entire shit and nobody knows where it is? Where are you getting this money? Someone has to know where
right, yeah, going. Like.
Has to know, like, yo, dog, there's like $10 million like missing.
He's dead ass laundering. He's definitely laundering.
Yeah, he definitely is trapping. Not Batman trapping. This is madness.
But, you know, I feel bad for DC because I feel like they really want to go into Batman, but they don't want to piss off Matt either. So I think what they're doing is they're playing it safe, and they're letting Matt Reeves keep Bruce Wayne. Listen to what I'm saying here. Mm-hmm. They're letting him keep Bruce Wayne Batman.
Okay, hold on. I think I know where you're going, but I want to see you're going to take us where I think you're going at. Let's go.
Lead us.
Why did when Gunn took over, he said, "Yeah, I'm going to the Batman Robin Grant Morrison run that I never read, drawn by Frank Quitely, beautiful book. I mean, I never read it. And if you know anything about that run, that was when Bruce Wayne died, and Nightwing was Batman. So what I think we're gonna get in the James Gunn's version is we're going to get a Batman that we're gonna get a Batman that's Dick Grayson. It's him becoming Batman and him learning and him getting assistance from all the other members of the Bat family, because I'm shocked we haven't gotten a Bat family movie yet.
Sure.
Like, how did it not happen with him, Robin, Batgirl, Red Hood, and then maybe at the end the real Batman comes back and then we go back to Nightwing. But I think that's where they're going with that, because like I said, they don't want to piss off Matt Reeves, and so they're letting him have that world. But one thing that annoyed me was that, dog, you can have both. Like the Matt Reeves Batman stuff could be just the Batman version of the James Gunn universe. It doesn't need to be separate. That was all my complaint about it. Like, okay, you want to go more serious. Okay, you don't want blah, 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 blah. Okay, you can do that, but it could still be in the DCU. Like, the Batman books aren't drawn and written like the Green Lantern ones.
That's true.
Batman books and movies, they're not written like the Flashes. So for it to have a completely different look and feel makes sense to me. And I don't need it to be colorful. I don't need it to be fantastical. It could still be that, even though I wish it was. I still want Ninja Batman. That's the only Batman we've never gotten live action. I want Ninja. I'm sneaking in the night. I am, hanging up, upside down, throwing shurikens and stuff. That's what I want. We have not gotten Ninja Batman yet, and that's what I want, and he's not going to give us that version, so I got to wait for the James Gunn's version. Either way, regardless of how he does it, I know it'll be good, even though I hate Damian Wayans. I don't like Damian Wayans.
You don't like Damian?
I don't like Damian. I'm just tired of the, hey, look, I am so good, I can beat everybody, and I'm a little asshole. Man, shut up. Like, real Robin at. Where is Tim Drake? My God. Tim Drake is the guy. The stuff that Tim Drake has gone to. I will always like Tim Drake, because Tim Drake got a Batman's face and said, look here. Look here. I'm claiming his name Robin. I am Robin, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm leaving, and I'm going to do my own thing, and you're not going to stop me.
I respect it.
And Batman,
yeah, right. Batman, too? Like, yeah. I'm not mad. You can't be mad at that.
No, for real.
No,
I agree with it.
100%.
I agree with everything you were saying for the most part. I do hope that we get. I hope James Gunn pushes the line a little bit.
I feel like we know that he about to. It's James Gunn doing it, and he's not doing it right. But I feel like him overseeing all of that. I feel like he's going to push it to the exact way to where all think that he's about to push it.
Plus, the world that it's set up in.
Is already kind of fantastical.
Yeah.
Right?
So
it opens that word
opens
with Superman itself.
Exactly. Opens the door for him to bring in different things that we haven't seen before.
And I'm not going to lie, Taz was spitting, because from all the little theories and rumors that we hear out there, and have y'all been hearing what they think? You know how like there's all this history we keep hearing that, like history of the DCU is going to already be like implemented, and we're going to kind of see it through these different projects, right? I keep seeing some dope theories where people online where people are just like, hey, the Justice League existed before, didn't it? You know what I mean? And like, if the Justice League existed before, that's why Hal is older.
Yeah.
That's why. So like his theory could easily go to where Batman was already got. Like I think he's right on the beam because of that. Yeah. So I have a feeling that James Gunn is already like leading into this thing where we're not even going to see that in like the first 10 years probably. But like you already have like 2 Justice League squads. Like you easily have like some type of multiversal. You get what I'm saying? So many elements and characters and different versions and variants technically, right? Already that it's like, man, he kind of set himself up.
With everything already built in.
It's just there. He doesn't have to do anything. He's got to cast people and then just write it correctly. So like, the way he's starting it, that's what I was saying off the spot. Like he kind of setting himself up crazy if the movies just do good, especially the ones that he's not going to have his name on. No, that's when it matters. The Superman, I ain't going to lie. I feel like it's going to be exactly as good as everybody thinks it's going to be. After that is when it's going to be, all right, can this shift?
It has to be.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way it can't. Right.
I think it will be good. It has to be good.
No, you're right.
That's one of the main reasons why I'm scared for it, because they're releasing it a few weeks before Fantastic Four.
They're moving it. We should have brought that up too. They got to be moving that date. We didn't bring that up. We should have brought that up. I guess we thought that was
real quick.
Yeah, we can real quick. How do you don't think they're moving it? Somebody's moving.
Because that date, he's established that was the date his dad died.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, no, great point. I forgot. And he had a huge thread. It was like a beautiful thread about it. No, I read that whole thing. Yeah. So he not moving.
So what scares me is Fantastic Four is going to eat its food. And I think it'll do good. I think Superman will do good. I think it will make good numbers, but then it's going to get cut by Fantastic Four. It needs to make at least 75% of its total earnings in those 2 weeks. And that's going to be tough because Marvel's going to wait until Superman drops. They're going to wait until Superman drops.
Right, they don't have to leave now. We're after you.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
No, check it. It's just like in a rap battle.
Yep, no, come on.
Go first.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead. Yep.
The who goes second is always the one that usually gets the rebuttal. So that's going to be tough. Also, another reason why I'm like, man, that's tough, because I know he's going to keep it. That movie is sandwiched in between 2 juggernauts.
Yeah, isn't it Jurassic Park? Like, what we doing? Yeah. They got to move then. Somebody has to move.
Unless, I like the theories was online. I know Jam threw a theory out. I know you threw a theory out about possibly.
Great point, too, but
doing some type of Barbenheimer situation.
To promote it together so we all can make
that would
double,
be fire.
triple cash. But here's the thing.
Gunn might have made a call. He might have made the call to Feige, like, hey, yo, bro, let's do it together.
Oh, actually, I never thought about that connection being a reason.
I don't know company lines. It's contracts and shit. I don't know if they can do it, but
I hear you. My devil's advocate to it, because I think that's the best way for all of them. But here's my only thing. Man, somebody's still going to lose. It's 3 of them. If it's 2, that's why Barbenheimer worked out. Nobody was seeing any other movie that was in the theater. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it was a kid's film, they were going to go see it.
Again, Tass, I like what you said on Twitter about the Super Fantastic. I like that. You know what I mean?
Right, just them two. I like that.
And then Jurassic Park gonna do what it's gonna do. Let it do what it's gonna do.
You can't do that. They can't. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know it's gonna go crazy, but I'm just saying if we put these 2 together,
perfect,
and then we let that rock. I feel like everybody's gonna.
No, we're gonna eat. But Jurassic Park is sitting over there with them dinosaurs in the corner. I'm telling you, them dinosaurs matter. I kept saying, like, somebody got to move. They're gonna need to pay somebody off. Somebody gotta go. I just actually don't see it working where everyone wins in that with 3 of them. 2 of them, yes.
Over Marvel, even over Marvel and DC, the dinosaurs are Teflon. Marvel has put out the ones that weren't good. DC has put out ones that weren't good. Do you know which one where everyone was a Billy? Jurassic.
It ain't moving.
That's the real problem. I think focusing on Marvel too much. I'm like, dog, there's a T-Rex right there, bro.
No, for real, yo. Then we didn't even talk about the actual movie. That's just the IP we talking about. The movie sound good. Then you had Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Gareth Edwards is direct. Bro, I'm going to go see it. Like, this is an issue, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Movie companies, the theaters, I know they're like,
oh my gosh, man, like, thank you. 2025, yeah, they all got to be in. All the owners of the movie companies, oh my gosh, they probably vacationing right now just to get ready to vacation again next year. Like, it's just no way. But man, that was fun.
Real quick, before we move on to the next, we move up to the next one, I just got my last question. Who do y'all want to see in both of these movies, The Brave and the Bold, like James Gunn's Batman movie.
Okay.
And like villain wise.
Sorry, we never answered that question. I thought that was your question.
Who do y'all want to see in the next The Batman movie? Because I know people have been speculating that too.
The Batman.
Yeah. So too.
He already said the one, and it was rumored. He already said. You ain't hear him say it? Didn't you say it? Yeah, you did.
Court of Owls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Batman. Oh yeah, I'm hoping that's what it is.
That's what I feel like. There's no way it's not. But the way that even did you see the synopsis every day? People were saying that sounded
like a secret or some type of
It just sounded like it was going towards that, and I don't even know it. You know what I mean? That story as much as you guys do. So I'm pretty sure it is that. We can still name one that we would want. Though.
I think.
And if you know about Court of Owls, it fits Matt's world better.
Yeah.
And basically, what the Court of Owls were, they were a secret society, like the Illuminati for Gotham.
Ooh, tough.
And they were able to hide so well that even Batman didn't know about them. Like Batman was like, "Who the fuck is a Court of Owls?" And then he started doing research. They go all the way back to his parents.
Wow, got it.
They've been out here, and now you know the point of them. Don't that fit Matt's world?
It's come on, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. You said parents. I said, okay, never mind. You should just go talk to Matt. Maybe you have. I don't know at this point. Oh man, no, you're right. It's right on the beat. Honestly, maybe flip that question. What do we think will be the last? Because we know they're only getting 3. We know that. What do we think the end villain would be?
Probably Joker.
Straight up,
Joker.
Yeah.
No matter.
He already set him up in the first one.
I know, but y'all think that's the end of all? That's it?
I mean, maybe they might do somebody else during.
It's got to be
time.
with somebody else. And I seen a picture of Harvey Dent in this.
Is that Harvey?
There was a young Harvey Dent in the Penguin John.
Oh,
you can't do a Batman franchise without Joker.
No, you can't. You can't. I was just wondering if there was like we think there's another person that's going to be thrown into the mix.
I mean, it could be more than one, but Joker would definitely be
the end all. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we already wrote it.
Maybe.
The rest of
also, and I know we've been talking in the chat. I would love to see Mr. Freeze. Whether it's in,
I want it more for James now. Now that we,
I want it more in James
because
now
it's going to look cool with Matt. I know he'll freak the look, but it's not going to be what I want. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Agreed.
They could do some. Probably Bane would be dope in this world. You know, there's certain characters, but we've seen a lot before, so it's hard to.
Because I mean, they did Bane really well in the Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
Tom Hardy and stuff. So.
And that's grounded. You know,
super grounded. Yeah.
What'd you say, Taz? I'm sorry, I missed
Mad Hatter.
Oh, Mad Hatter.
Oh, good for James.
Yeah.
Oh.
For Matt Reeves.
Twisted. Honestly, for both now. I ain't even gonna lie. I want both.
Two takes?
Yeah, come on. Let me see which one got a little. We already know which one got a little more flavor, though. You know,
hasn't been done yet.
That's a fact. That's a great call for that one.
Yeah.
Man, okay. Well, damn. Don't ask me. What was the other question? Or we just mixed them?
No, that was it.
I think we
mixed them.
Oh,
That was basically it. Just the villains to see. Because I feel like that's the most interesting part of these Batman movies anyway, is usually how crazy the villain is going to be and stuff like that. So
Agreed. Agreed. I have a saying that I always say, the best heroes are based on their villains.
Yes, sir.
Villains are just as important as great heroes. And I think Batman and Spider-Man are the greatest examples of that. Because if you think Batman, you also think his villains. If you think Spider-Man, you also think his villains.
You talking,
Like, really say that. When you think of Iron Man, you don't think of Ironmonger.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
You know, and that's what I say. Like,
that was crazy.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, you think Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Automatically. X-Men, you think Magneto. You know, the heroes have the best villains. And that's one thing that led to Batman's, popularity, was that he has some of the greatest villains in comic book history. And so that is linked only to him. Like, these dudes are not fighting Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be a quick day.
Too quick. Too easy.
His villains stay right there. Like, they're just with him. Every now and then, Doc Ock might jump out the face and fight Captain America. Something like that. But Two-Face ain't fighting Green Lantern.
Right, like what?
Yeah.
Good call.
So I think that's what makes Batman great and what makes him a great character. Even though people think I hate him, I just pick on him. Because I hate Batman fans. I hate every single one of y'all. If you're listening, you're a Batman fan, I hate you.
Shots fired.
I hate
Yeah, we got to get one of those.
No, we do.
Look at this good violence. No,
kiss my ass. There are characters who can and have palmed Batman's fade. I just work here. He's
talk that talk.
Shiva.
Come on.
Here. He's not fucking with Lady Shiva. Hell, he's not fucking with Batgirl. He's not even fucking with Cassie. Cassie beating his ass. Like that.
Uh-oh. Now they're going to be in our DMs too. Don't do it. The recast child people already hate us. They hate us. I don't want more messages.
Hey, bro, who you talking to? I'm hated.
Oh, I know. I'm getting a little piece. I don't like it. It is not fun. You've been over here? Like, you just hang out on this side? That's crazy, man. Oh, my gosh.
Crazy. Just for me being on here, y'all.
I like it, though. I like it.
Yeah,
that helps.
We band together.
Helps.
We band together, brother.
Listen to it.com.
You know, someone said to me, they were like, Cass, how do you deal with so much hate online? My answer is always the same. I would be more concerned if people said nothing.
Talk that talk.
That's real.
That's just me. I don't say anything different than most people online, but people talk about me. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Because then it's fun, right? It's like, oh, you don't even know. Oh, I'm about to get your ass. It is enjoyable. You're right. It's a little. It made me feel like I'm toxic. I had to get off it. Yeah, I was like, oh, I enjoy this too much. Am I a villain? I didn't. It doesn't fit.
You're not a villain. I'll tell you what this.
Oh no, I'm joking. I'm with you because they don't even deserve our time of day. You know what I mean? So the fact that we even give it to them, I bet it's probably even better for them.
And
so that's cool.
They want.
That's what they want.
Exactly. That's why I tell people they don't really dislike me. Because if they dislike me, they block me. They're not blocking me. Yes. You know why?
They want to see it. Yep.
They want to my attention. I'm perfectly okay with that. Now the difference with me and a lot of people, I don't mind telling people, I go to therapy for it. My therapist told me, he said, Cass, you are comfortable in conflict. And that's coming from a messed up childhood. And so shout out to Papa Task, whatever the hell he is. It wasn't like, I grew up in a messed up household and stuff. That's why I fell in love with superheroes, because I felt like one day Superman's going to come in and save me and stuff. And I used to see my dad as like the greatest supervillain. I used to write comic books about him being a villain and Spider-Man beating him up and stuff like that. And so because of that, I'm comfortable in like people talking about me and being mad. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Right. Like you lived there.
The whole podcast about me. He did a whole podcast about me. And then he said, I can say this because he'll never want to debate me. I hit him up right there. I said, bro, let's do it right now.
He was like, he said, what time? He said, right Eastern or Pacific? Which, like, I hear that.
I told him, bro, where you at? Where you at right now? We could go on. He was like, I don't have anything right. I said, my nigga, we could go on Instagram Live. Where you at? We go on Instagram Live.
I love that energy, though. As you should. We
can do this. What's the problem? He was scared. I was like, oh, I'm like, Candyman, say my name. I appear. What's up?
No. What's good? It be like that, man. And I respect how you move around in this space,
Me
though.
too.
Like,
Me too.
Before we get into the next topic, I do want to say, like, us being back in this space and doing what we do and just being able to see you do what you do and be able to have seen you for so long in this space, just having the voice that you have. Whether people love you or hate you,
you still stand.
You stand on it,
toes,
and we appreciate that. Just you, just being yourself.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to just give you your
flowers
your flowers for
That's
that,
a fact.
for sure. Because it's like, like,
100%.
it's not too many of us in this space, and like just having somebody to look towards is dope for us to be able to keep going. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
You smoke that because I feel the same exact way.
For sure.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, they don't want it here. As someone who deals with it all the time, people don't like the voice I have, and they always come for me, man. And I there's times it gets tough, but then I'm thinking, bro, that's what you want. You want me to fold.
Yeah,
you want me. So with that, I'm just gonna keep going. But when I see young brothers like y'all make me want to keep going, because it's like they don't want us here. You feel me? Yeah. And that's what I told the who did the podcast about me. He was another black man. I told him, I said, I'm disappointed in you, bro. I told him that. I'm disappointed in you. And he was like, why? I was like, bro, you can feel whatever you feel about me, but you didn't have to do a podcast about it, bro. Like, they already don't want us here.
Come on.
Like, why are we going against each other over fictional characters none of us
Come on, dog.
That's my whole problem with the recast of T'Challa, bro.
Come on.
Like, that's like, I don't want to harp on that again.
They're going to get you. They're going to get you.
Like, bro, like, why are we fighting ourselves?
Yes, sir.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Like, what's the show even about again? Like, what's the whole?
Like, bro, you going against
about?
the whole? You going against what that stand for? You going against what the Black Panther stand for? You going against what Wakanda stand for?
The entire thing.
Then y'all want to use Chadwick? You going against what Chadwick stand for?
Come on, man.
Like, bro, like it's not. What are we doing, bro? You know what I mean?
Like, big problem with the recast T'Challa fucks is they have made his death about them.
Yep.
Yes,
that's the worst part.
When it was the anniversary of his death, they tried to make recast T'Challa trend. I told them, I said, I would slap the fucking shit out of every single one of you. I was like, we should be celebrating this man's life. You're technically celebrating his death and ignoring everything and keeping it pushing. Like, yeah, whatever, he died anyways, who's next? I don't rock that way. I don't roll that way. No, and neither does the cat. A lot of people are mad at Feige for not doing it. Bruh, he approached Coogler, he approached Lupita, he approached all of them and said, what are y'all's thoughts about recasting? They said, if you recast, we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Say less. He said, say less. I'm doing what they want me to do. That's what the Black people are saying. They're saying not to do it. And I looked at Lupita when he heard about it, and Lupita said, look, I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time to explain to people why I don't want to work for someone else. I do not have time for it. And I'm not the highest grade of Super Saiyan level on Namek, but I would not want to be against Lupita. I wouldn't want to be against a queen, Black queen like that. That's me.
I'm with you. I'm right with you.
I wouldn't want to be against anything decision that she made. Like, that's just me. I can't speak for other people, but that's just me. And also, fuck all of y'all recast T'Challa niggas. Like, I say that, I say that every single day. I will cuss out a recast T'Challa dude 8 times before breakfast.
Yeah, you. Yeah, we talking to you. In the back. You, yeah. I see you. With your recast T'Challa hat on. Yeah, talking to y'all. But anyway, so that they don't send any mail to my house. With Marvel?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
By the way, y'all both of y'all smoked that.
Yeah.
Smoked
Thank you, Taz, for coming in. And
ready. Yes.
Thank you, bro. Because, I felt like we were on an island by ourselves with that.
No,
because this is like, bro,
you understand.
They're so loud. And it's just
so loud.
Yeah, bro. Just not being agreeing with that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, not alone. But I'm loud about it. A lot of people are scared. I'm not.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Right. We tell them on here, but then they find a way to see it. I just don't know how they see it. But we right with you. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm right with you.
Yeah. All right. Let's
you guys.
Wait, look at that. Listen, let's get out of here.
No, go ahead, bro.
And with your podcast, you want to get people, give them a reason why they should listen to your guys' stuff, because you guys have a different opinion about things and you're not afraid to talk about it. A lot of these podcast people, they're afraid to talk about recast T'Challa. I'll talk about it all day. Fuck you niggas. Yeah. Watch my podcast while I tell you, fuck you.
Facts. I love that.
That's me. That's me. People say I thrive off of that. I said, no. I'm the type of dude, I'll say it to your face.
Right, like that's
matter of fact, I did real quick story. I did my job flies me to different places. I was flying out to LA, and people in LA were like, yo, Taz is in town. It was so weird. I'm like, who am I?
That's cool.
They're like, yeah, I invite you to this event. It was for Secret Invasion.
Oh.
And so I went out to an event, that's cool. I'm in LA. I'm, being invited, I'm being blown out like the bad bitch I am.
Come on, talk that shit. Yeah.
And there was a nigga there who was mean mugging me. And I was looking at him and I was like, why is this nigga sizing me up? And he approached me. And people were scared. I ain't scared of shit. I looked around in their face. He said, are you Taz from Twitter?
No.
I listen, I put my hand on his shoulder. I said, yeah, did I piss you off before? He said, yeah, man, I don't like what you said about recast T'Challa.
Oh, my God.
I was like,
oh, wow.
Oh, you didn't like. I was like, oh, you're one of them recast T'Challa people. And he said, yeah. And I said, so I want to tell you to your face, fuck you. Fuck your movie. I said, this is great. I feel like God brought me here so I can get it.
God brought me here to shut you down. I love that. Yo.
the dude respected it. He was like, "Wow, you really keep it real, 100." I said, "Hey, yo, bro, I'm an old man. Hey, man, look at the grades. I don't, I don't code switch like that.
Yes, sir.
I stand by what I said."
No, I'm right with you too. Yeah,
and that's
thank God they don't see me in the street.
Like,
I'm gonna say
we do got to put the Comic-Con soon though, so we might have to do. You know,
he will get cursed out, Sam.
We gonna
don't let them come close.
And why Comic-Con? If y'all see us outside, you know what I mean.
Don't tell them. No, don't play with me, New York. I'm not home. Never mind. I want to get fired.
I pay my taxes. I'm a civilian.
I got a child now. I will fuck you. You better stay away. Stay away, brother. Stay away.
All right, man.
Anyway,
all right.
Armor Wars.
You guys are bad. You're taking me off the subject that we're talking about.
You're doing it too.
We bad. Come on. Come on. What we doing, bro?
Didn't I say this is the energy, yo? This is why we lead you here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
All right, so recently, I guess it was Daniel RPK that said this.
Yeah.
That Marvel will be making a decision on the update on Armor Wars and Blade if they'll be taking, going forward with those projects. Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask y'all just how y'all feel about that. And
I was gonna pause you. Didn't you say
you got more?
Didn't you? We kind of talked off the pod about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you got this from somebody else? Didn't you say where it was like somebody called a cap? Or was that you saying?
Yeah, no, somebody called it cap. But I don't know if we want to spotlight that.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
Well,
just because I've never heard that concept before of Marvel. Like
I'll say this: it's not cap
for both of them. For both of them.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Deadpool 3. Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool did insanely well. It gave Marvel something that's needed for a while. It needed a goal that was hit that like brought them back in the conversation as we run this shit.
Right.
Every night, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas.
Let's talk about
that's exactly what they did.
Yes, sir.
In Deadpool 3. Here's the problem. Ryan's the golden boy right now. Ryan has proven he knows what he's doing. He has proven that he can make a $1 billion franchise. They're going to consider whatever he says. He says he wants Wesley back as Blade. That's what he is saying. They will consider that. Wesley's right there. Wesley's ready. He still looks great. He's still in shape. Not as in shape as he was before, but we can play off of that. He said that he wants it to be his Logan. I'm like, that's fantastic. That works. Because people are like, how does Blade age? I'm like, dog, he's obviously aging because he's a grown man. He was born a vampire. He just grows age slower. And so I can see a story of an old Blade finding out he jumps in one of those same type of situations at the beginning of the first one with the blood rave. And the vampires kind of get with him a little bit. Like they kind of getting him. And he's like, what the hell? He's like swinging slow and missing them. And he hasn't taken them all out. And he's like, dude, I'm getting old. Then he finds out he has a daughter. And he goes and he says, you know what? I don't know how much time I got left. I need someone to carry my legacy. I'm going to train you. So that way we can get our Blade ending. And then we can get a new Blade at the same time. That to me is how you do it. I know what Mahershala wanted. And this was the problem. This is exclusive. Listen, 3,000. Awesome. Mahershala wanted it to be a period piece.
Oh, I saw this too. When you referred it to Black Panther.
He wanted it to be like Black Panther. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be in the Cowboys era. There's a Blade set in Atlanta right now with cowboy, like Old West buildings. That was where he wanted to go with that. And he wanted to explore like Blade being a slave, Blade going through the cowboy time, Blade going through the 70s. That is fantastic. That is a great thing. Not for Blade. Blade's not the character you do that with. We want to see Blade fighting vampires and kicking ass. I don't want to see Blade as a slave, bro. I'm
hold up. not to cut you off, bro. I had the whole idea that it was another force, kind of like pushing like a everybody says how hard is it to make a Blade movie, just having fight vampires.
Right.
I was assuming that Mahershala wanted to fight vampires, but from what you're saying, it sounds like, bro, he might be the problem.
Listen, man.
Based on like what the movie he wants to make, that sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
How many movies does Marvel have? How many movies? Over 20, right? We're approaching 30.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single one of them has had this much problems.
Sure.
What is the difference between this one and everything else Marvel has done? Sometimes if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, sometimes it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to think, Marvel didn't even want to do Blade yet.
That's real.
Like,
it was
that
Mahershala.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That wasn't originally on the docket. Mahershala walked in and said, yo, I want to be Blade. And let me tell you something. When a man comes off of winning 2 Oscars, you do whatever he wants you to do.
Right.
That's real.
And he said he wanted to do Blade, and everyone was like, let's do it. Let's do the Blade movie. But then they started listening to what he wanted to say, and everyone's like, There's like barely action in it. There's like barely any action in it. He wanted it to be a period piece. I said this online. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm pretty sure you did. I said he could still tell that story, just not with Blade. Do it with Blue Marvel.
Yeah, true.
You could do that story with Blue Marvel. I don't know if you guys are up on Blue Marvel, but Blue Marvel has been
gave me game, and I don't know much.
Blue Marvel got his powers in the 60s, and he was trying to be a hero, but no one wanted to fuck with him because he was black.
Right.
So he had to wear a mask, and that's what he did. The comic explored race relations. It explored how, black people have come up. I'm like, this is that story he wants to tell, but he wants to do it with Blade. I'm like, no, Blade isn't the character. In his defense, people don't know Blue Marvel. But I feel like if someone approached him and said that to him, I feel like he would want to do that better. Like, what's better, Blade or Black Superman?
True.
True.
Yeah.
And the film,
the
film could be Oscar bait. It could be complete Oscar bait. He could do the story about him meeting the president. He could kind of be like Forrest Gumpish, with showing like his history of how he did everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, showing him meeting the president. They could do something like that. They could tell that story, just not with Blade. Like, dog, I want to see him kick a vampire's head off.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him whip like a slave.
Me neither. I'm like,
Slave Blade is crazy.
Slave Blade is crazy.
Slave Blade. Django unbladed. It's nuts. That's insane.
That's wild. Damn. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean,
because I was big Team Mahershala, but like the more I think about that now, I'm like, damn.
I just still want him in MCU. So if he wants to be Blue Marvel, I don't care. As long as he's in MCU, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy to me,
about.
even that. Because it's like, bro, did you watch the Blade movies?
You know he did. It's no way he just popped up. You think he was like,
because
he had an Oscar and then like looked on his phone?
Because even back to the article that came out when he was like, he wants it to be his Black Panther. I'm like, bro, did you watch Blade 1 and 2?
No, I thought that too.
Like, it was not that.
Yeah.
It was very, nah.
He said it's not that.
It wasn't that.
He saw Blade 2 and was like, I see something. Something's coming
the big
to me.
rumor wanted to be the new Black Panther.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's not that. It's vampires there. Like,
it's vampires there. Do you see them? They got different teams. That's not the same thing at all. This is not the same piece.
Well,
Armor Wars.
Yeah.
Yo, I guess,
apparently that's on the chopping block as well. Like, how do we feel about that?
I heard a different rumor about that.
Well,
not that it's on the chopping block, because it could be. The rumor that I heard was that what they're going it does enter this rumor though. You know how they said they're going to like figure out what they want to do with both of those movies.
Yeah,
the rumor is that they might freak it from, because remember it was a show for Don Cheadle.
It was a show first.
Then it was a movie for Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Then it was like, since it's a movie, let's add a bunch of other stuff. Now the rumor is that they might freak West Coast Avengers into Armor Wars.
I'm not mad at that.
And still call it Armor Wars. The rumor. This is rumors. I have no idea. But again, we keep seeing all the Wonder Man. Like, there's a lot of add-ups to where... And remember, also, look at that. we kept, even our last pod, we were like, hey, with all the new rumors going on with Young Avengers and West Coast Avengers stuff, is it the same thing? Is it two different things? I feel like they might just make it two different things.
Yeah.
You know? And have both.
Yeah. I like that idea because I always thought like an Armor Wars movie to me was just Don Cheadle, Rhodey by itself.
It was never
kind of a hard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that, but like
okay, got you.
That was when they told us about Armor Wars. It was
like,
Don
what you
Cheadle,
gonna do with
Rhodey
that?
getting a movie. So it was like I felt like that always was a little hard sell for like box office. So you're gonna have to throw some shit at it to make that pop. And I know we heard rumors about Ultron. Now we got confirmed that Ultron's coming back.
Exactly.
I feel like that's a good little. Pushback, push to all right. We Vision, West Coast Avengers, Ultron, throw all of that shit. Armor Wars. I feel like that makes sense.
What team would y'all think it would consist of in MCU? Like what do you think the MCU's version of West Coast Avengers would be then?
I mean, Task.
I can see it being War Machine. I know Marvel really wants to do Spider-Woman.
What? That would be fire.
I know.
You think they were freak? Yeah. You think we gonna be able to work with them? With
Jessica Drew, right?
You know them. I'm talking about the other side. You think they're gonna be able to work with them to figure that out?
Is that under Sony or is that them?
That's my question. Because again, Jessica Drew was in Spider-Verse, so I'm just wondering.
I will say this after Kraven absolutely flops.
Come on, talk this.
I think that Sony's going to be down to do whatever Marvel wants to do.
They better be. I don't know if you seen our last episode.
Hold up.
We got in Sony.
No, we got in their ass. Taz, don't get me excited, Taz. You know we love this stuff. Don't get me excited. You really got that much faith? You think they're going to give it up? They've been doing this for years.
Not even just give it up. Just like.
But like play more ball? Is that what you mean? Like play ball more? Is that what you mean? Just at the least?
They have no reason to not do so. They're losing much money.
They did it 5 years ago too. I feel like, or is that wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were still making money. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe did Venom do good? Right?
The Venoms do okay.
Maybe that's why. Sure. Maybe that's why they felt. Yeah.
The Venoms do great. Unfortunately, I think they're the worst movies.
They're so bad.
He got his little head on Venom too. I love Venom. All right.
Thank you, that shit is. Trash juicy.
Right.
Anyway,
not too much.
But I love Tom Hardy though.
Not too much of Venom.
But anyway,
it's not ass cookies. That shit.
Shout
out to y'all who like that fuck bullshit.
Yo,
I do like it. Okay.
I saw that trailer and I was like, guys, it looks really fun.
Venom horse. Venom horse.
I'm gonna watch this on the fire stick.
Stupid movie. But in all fairness, my kids love that movie.
Exactly.
But we gotta love our kids even through the bad times. And so,
yeah. That was a bar. Now you smoked that. But okay, yes. But you really think they're gonna play ball? Seriously? Like finally?
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah, I do get that.
Venom's done after
right,
this.
It's over. It's over.
The third one.
Good call.
They don't have anything else. What else do they have?
Only one more Spider-Verse left, and they fired Lord and Miller. Right? You're right. They're kind of in. It's like in potential, like next 5 years trouble. Right? It's like it's right out the window. It's looking bad. Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, we need to get rid of the idea that Sony's going to give Spider-Man up. They're never going to do that.
They're never doing it.
And they should. They shouldn't give him up. And people say that.
Bad business to get that up.
That doesn't make monetary at all.
Yeah.
That makes why would they give away their cash cow? That makes no sense at all. What you should wish for is you should wish for Marvel and Sony to have their current relationship, where it's basically Marvel's like, look, check this out. We'll just make your movie.
Right.
We'll make it.
Yeah.
You just collect checks. We'll make it, but all we want is merch. Now, for the unintelligent, they're thinking, "Oh, that's a bad, exchange." And I had to tell them, "Bro, do you have any idea how much money
Spider-Man? Like you talking about Spider-Man? Yeah. Right? Like you sure? Yeah.
You see, when people think that, they think merch. They think like comics and action figures.
Right.
No, my nigga. I'm talking pencils.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm talking.
Yeah,
I'm talking posters.
My kid just shot some Spider-Man draws yesterday. I just seen it has miles on it. Yep.
Posters.
Draws.
Cups.
Merch.
Nice game.
Merch sales do more than ticket sales because ticket sales are shared with the theaters. So while it makes billions, they're only getting like 600, 700 million of that. But that's still good because nothing else they're doing is making that type of money. So to them, that's a win.
No, that's
and they didn't have to put no money. They didn't have to do anything. Marvel made it. And so they're like, yeah, they can just sit there and collect checks. If they're smart, they would let Marvel just touch Miles. They're smart. I don't know if they're smart.
I think,
but
I think they. I got faith that they're gonna make that work. I'm across my fingers. I think they're gonna make it work.
If they fumble that, that'd be the biggest
they
fumble
can't fumble
I've ever
that,
seen.
right? It's no way, bro. They didn't fumble Tom Holland, so that's the only reason I'm like they're not gonna fumble Miles Morales. They're not. I'm just gonna keep throwing it in the air.
They can't fumble Miles, and he's showing up pretty soon.
That's what I'm saying. Man. They're not gonna mess it up.
He'll be here within 5 years.
I'm gonna talk that talk. Hey, questions. Look, we couldn't even answer the last question because all you said was War Machine and Jessica Drew. Now we talking about how bad Sony is. No. I'm gonna go back to that, but wait, we're here now. Do you think? Because I keep hearing people's theories or rumors of this too for Miles. Do you think the Miles that we see in the next 5 years is going to be the one that stays here, or do you think this is a multiversal Miles? I'm not even saying Spider-Verse. I'm saying in general.
Let me ask you a question. Did you read John Hickman Secret Wars book?
I did.
He did.
And I know.
Okay.
I know.
What was the only real big thing that came out of that?
Miles. Right. He told me enough of that. I know that part. I do know that.
So here's my thoughts, because you can't just have Miles. You can't just say, oh, this black and Latino kid, and that's important. A lot of people want to skip his Latino side. I hate that.
No, that's a fact.
I despise that because he is part Latino.
Yeah.
That's why people were complaining when they got one. They were like, oh, they made him too light-skinned. I'm like, excuse me?
Like, bro, do you know his blood? Like, wait.
It's
going to be in the middle somewhere. Yeah.
No, for sure.
I'm sorry. That pisses off a lot of black people. I'm like, I'm sorry, but Latinos deserve rep too.
Yeah.
Yes, Latinos are the most neglected in the superhero space. When I tell people, name me Latino heroes, not Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
that's real.
Now we got to go into X-Men territory because everyone.
No, for real.
And even that, you going on a BC list,
right? It's not.
It ain't even top tier.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what annoys me. My family is Latino, so I take it personally because I'm like, my son and my daughter, they deserve to see something just like that, just as much as a black kid does. You know what I'm saying? And you ask me, they deserve it more because we got our Black Panthers.
Right, we got ours now. Yeah, that's true.
Shots,
that's a fact.
We got
a lot.
Yeah.
We good. Yeah,
not a lot, but we got
we
some.
good.
We got a good amount.
Part, sure.
Yeah.
But we're getting a Black Captain America.
Yeah.
No, like that. Yeah.
Black Cat.
It's a difference. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what do they have? They have not the closest they have is Miles.
Yeah.
So I say let them have that. Let them have Miles. But anyways, that's off on a tangent. You guys keep doing that. Stop that. Stop making me
I'm having fun. I didn't even say nothing.
So Miles is, in my opinion, Miles isn't Miles unless Peter Parker dies.
Woo! Come on, talk. Come on, get into it. But do you think they're doing it that early now? Now? You want to do it now?
Now, hear me out.
Okay.
Holland.
That's true. It could be Andrew Garfield, it could be Toby.
Okay. And what was we just talking about, though? Yeah. How Toby was rumored to supposed to have died in the last one, and they took it out. Bottlehead.
Hear me out. I'm going to cook real quick. So what if it's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man?
Oh, no. Him. That emotion is going to be ridiculous, though.
It would be.
It's going to hit crazy, man. It's going to hit crazy.
He died in Secret Wars.
And Miles becomes the new Spider-Man for that world.
Ooh.
And then by the end of Secret Wars, Miles will be in the MCU. Miles is the most important person in Marvel right now.
That's real.
He is important. He is very important because he represents two things. He represents Spider-Man and he represents diversity.
Yes, both. Right, like, bow. right there.
Yeah.
100. He is important. They already said that the next Spider-Man game is just going to be about him. When Marvel had, at San Diego Comic-Con, they had a big poster up of all their Marvel characters. They did not have Peter there because of Sony, but guess who was there?
I did see that. I said, "What that mean?" What the
there? He was front and
center. No, I looked at that like, is that
over?
There's nobody else in Sony in here, right? Like, yep.
Over, and even over fucking Peter Parker. It was mine.
Taz, hold up. You want me to? All right, yeah, we're gonna get into it now. All right, Taz, hold up. Time. So is it Spider-Verse? We going that route? Because that's what I saw on what you're speaking on. Or are we going like is it Spider-Verse world and then we live action into Secret Wars? Or how you looking at it in your head?
I just see in the Secret Wars we're gonna get pictures of all of them. I think we're gonna get Spider-Gwen. She's also important.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I think we're gonna get her. I think we're gonna see a bunch of different Spider-Men, and regarding that. And when the worlds combine, I can see Miles being in the MCU because that needs to happen
for sure.
Oh no, I think you are right on. That's why I'm like, hey, let's get into it because I think you're 100% right on everything you said. That's happening in Secret Wars. I don't see why not.
Because we are living in a time where kids are growing up with two Spider-Men. Us older folks, when we think Spider-Man, we think Peter Parker, then Miles. But my kids, I will never forget this till the day I die. I keep bringing it up, but I'm going to keep doing it. One day, my son and his friends, we all watch football together, whatever. They're bum-ass Niners fans. I forgive them. We were talking, and one of them asked me, who's one of my favorite superheroes? And I said, Spider-Man. His response is stuck in my head forever. He said, which one?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's fire.
That's so hard.
That's fire.
Yeah. Nah, that's tough.
That's fire.
That's so tough.
I had to take a step back for a little bit because I heard that before.
Never happened, yeah.
I was like, I like froze, and they like looked at me like, are you okay? And I was like, Peter Parker, but I love both. But like, I was thinking about that made me think. I was like, damn, even I went straight to Peter Parker, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So that is important because there's a new generation coming up. Yeah. And this new generation, they like Miles.
They love him. Yeah.
A lot of them prefer
Miles.
Yeah.
Talk that talk. Yep.
They prefer him.
Wow.
So I can see that.
All right, get them casting together, young black children. I'm ready to see it. I need to be in the casting the room myself. Yeah, man. Y'all better pick right. Pick right.
You know who I was saying? Miles Brown from Blackish.
And he's both, right? He black and
he's
Hispanic,
black and Hispanic,
right?
Yeah.
Fucking lucky.
In Spanish, and his name is already Miles.
All right. I don't want to do this because I like him.
He already in the Disney family.
I don't want to.
Over at Blackish.
All right.
That's
I'm going to stay quiet. I just ain't seen him do enough yet in that vein. I just need to see him do a little something. Maybe I don't need to see it, right? But, hey, Miles getting,
Let me ask you a question. How do we know that he isn't?
Isn't what?
He isn't working out and doing all that right now.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about body. I'm not worried about it. I'm never worried about the actual physics. I feel like they're going to go. They're not going to hire you if you ain't going to do it. You know?
Yeah.
My thing is that I'm talking about the acting ability. The only thing I've personally seen him from is Blackish. And that's just such lighthearted. Not that you need that for Miles too, right? But I'm just ready to get into that Spider-Man emotional bag. That's all. And I'm wondering if he got that. He probably does. I'm not dissing the kid. I just haven't seen it. So I just get a little nervous when you say the name. That's all. Yeah. But if he got it, hey, bring it. Because remember, I was saying Jerome, he a little too old now.
Yeah.
That's all. You can age him.
We need someone young. We need someone younger than
really looks like a team without
Tom.
forcing it.
He said younger than Tom, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And he's mixed.
It's right there.
I feel like
he's
been practicing. I feel like he's ready.
He's been waiting for this.
I think he
don't he be going to like the premieres and stuff?
He did, and I think it was a thing. I think it might have been Spider-Man No Way Home. It was some type of Spider-Man because he pulled up on Tom and Kevin Feige. Was like, hey, yo,
you lying?
I'm dead ass. Yeah.
Oh, he trying to pull a Marshall. You got to get an Oscar first, brother. Come on, we getting there though. We getting there.
He pulls up to every Spider-Man movie and he takes a picture with Tom.
Come on, man.
And Tom has already said you're
for real. He called it out. Like it's him already for him.
Like, yo,
oh, okay. Then I'm game. I'm game. Just prove me right. Like, prove me wrong, brother. Prove me wrong.
Said they just got to press that button. Miles is ready. He's like, bro, let's do it.
Wow. All right, don't get me too excited. Say your last. Who else is in the Avengers?
West Coast Avengers.
And then we're gonna ask some questions. And then we gonna close it up. Shit, I'm excited. This is too much. I have to go to the bathroom now.
I see Clint going out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I see Clint going out there.
I seen some people say Shang-Chi, but I was like, is that y'all really
He's
think
on the
so?
West Coast though.
Yeah, but do you really do you think
is
too?
he Shang-Chi?
I just knew there was rumors of him in like a whole different other group.
He's in San Francisco.
Yeah, right there.
I see I see Moon Knight.
Oh, tough.
In the West Coast Avengers.
Oh, so would that replace him out of a potential if this happens, Midnight Suns? Because of that? Or there's
so.
people that do like double groups. Is that a thing?
I think that that's going to bring him out here so that he can get in America, and then he'll go to Midnight.
Right, when I got that. Right. Hear that. That's tough.
Also,
multiple groups.
I see
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
That's what really started the rumor, because the show kept saying, hey, is this going to end on some Young Avengers? Here it is. Is it obvious? Or is it going to end obvious West Coast Avengers? I'm thinking maybe both. Yeah, like I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dope.
I'm with you.
Dope. And I like that lineup. That'd be fun.
I do.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I bet. And I would still be excited for an Armor Wars movie with that.
Yeah. 100%. They gave me all that. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here.
100%.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, Armor Wars with Rhodey, and also you could throw in Ironheart.
Yeah. Yep.
I see that leading to Rhodey becoming the new Iron Man.
I thought that too originally. Yeah.
I can see that being a thing. I think that Marvel at this point, they have earned the right to just do films like that. That's probably not going to make $1 bazillion, so but it's still a good look. I think that's important. I see them making movies that are smaller, and then they'll have just one gigantic one. And like, for example, next year we're getting both Captain America, Thunderbolts, and
Fantastic Four, right?
And Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So it's three things, like two ones that are going to do like pretty decent.
Right.
And just
then one that's going to blow everything out the water. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that too.
Me too.
That happened.
And I mean more team
because
ups.
not every movie needs to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
It don't have
no,
to.
that's facts.
It's only the dumb fans that think you have to, like, yeah. As long as y'all making a ridiculous amount of money, we good.
I feel like that's that Endgame Infinity War.
It is that after effect, man. It's the after effect.
They did something so monumental with that.
Yeah, man. And you low key can't blame them. It just gets annoying to hear people be so like on it, like 10 toes down. This is why y'all suck right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's clear that that movie just did too much for all of our brains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait, I had to think real quick. Is Deadpool the only $1 billion comic book movie after COVID?
No. Spider-Man was 0.1 less. It was 1.9 for Mill. Yeah. So no. Am I right? Oh, it was Bill. I think it was. Am I wrong?
No Way Home? No Way Home made a bill.
I think No Way Home made a bill. Yeah.
There's No Way Home.
I think it did. Yeah. It almost made $2 billion.
No Way Home did $2 billion.
Yeah. It was like 1.9. It was like right. It almost broke another.
Yeah.
Up in the record. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's it though. Okay, I think it's only those though. Pretty sure.
And you got how many came out between after COVID came out, after COVID when they opened the theaters. But how many comic books have come out since then? Other than Spider-Man, none got $1 billion.
And Spider-Man was damn near, not even damn near, it was in COVID. Imagine if it wasn't. My God.
Yeah, and Deadpool 3, Multiverse of Madness got
really close.
But my point is, we're no longer in an era where everything's going to make $1 billion. Yep. That's not. We're past that. We're past that. So it's kind of unfair to place them in that same era, because right now, not every movie is going $1 billion. Like, when was the last $1 billion film other than Deadpool? Was it Barbie?
Yeah. Oh, and Top Gun. That's it. Them three. I'm lying. Gun. Super Mario Brothers. Damn, billions happened. Right. Wait, maybe this last 2 years something didn't change, because Inside Out 2. But out of those, maybe that's like recent. No bullshit though. I think that's like the last 2 years. Yeah. No joke.
You're right. Man, Inside Out 2 is
bro, do you know that it broke? I know we don't talk about that a lot.
This is the
biggest of all time.
Yeah.
Damn.
The biggest one of
all time. Grossing, yeah. Like, I didn't even finish it yet, and it's good. It's not even, I'm like, whoa.
You be Frozen.
That's what I was saying. Like, you'd be frozen?
You see what Idris said? Like, we don't even got Frozen 4 and 5.
Frozen 4 and 3's not created yet. They're not playing. So, yeah, man. And now they got another one. That's also Disney.
That movie overperforming. Like, dog.
No,
really?
it is over.
Like
it's still in theaters right now. Like, what are y'all doing? It's in theaters and still on digital now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's still, people are still going to see it.
Yes, sir.
People are still to see it.
That thing beat Garfield. That's IP. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With Chris Pratt, Garfield. Nobody even talked about that, John. For kids, that came out.
I forgot about that,
bro. That came out.
That came out
exactly.
Damn,
that's my point.
I'm about to say, I was about to ask you, like, yo, when that's coming out.
I put it on for Coda the other day.
Damn,
damn,
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, and not even no diss to him. It's just like I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. I feel like kids on a whole other wave with what they choose to watch right now.
Yeah,
Inside Out is a very bro. That thing is deep. That's like soul for kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't know. It's interesting, but
yeah, it is.
Armor Wars.
I like it.
I'm playing. But no, we got some questions for you now, Taz.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
so,
man.
as y'all all should know, and if you don't know.
If you don't, now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know. Taz here has a comic book coming out. It's called Afro Punks. He's now crowdfunding it right now.
Yes, sir.
And I got a chance to, we both got the chance to check out the comic book in advance. And I love it, man. I love where you're going with it.
Me too. Me too.
It gives me. I love that whole. What's the band of misfits? You got these band of misfits that are brought together and they got to come against this goal, this common goal, and stuff like that. And I love the influences in it because knowing you and knowing like the space you occupy in Marvel, DC, comic book guy. I'm thinking, all right. I was thinking it was going to be like.
I was wondering what I was about to get into.
Yeah, I was thinking more traditional, but you really. Got into, I feel like I can see a lot of different influences and a lot of different bags you got into, even with the villains, the orcs, and you got the different heroes, and it's really dope. You got fairies and all types of wild, fantastical things in it. So I'm gonna throw it away to you. You just let us know, tell us about Afro Punks and how you came up with it, and then anything else you want to say about it. We just gonna let you run it up.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Every time I give someone a book that I wrote, I always get nervous, like how they took it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, that just reminds me that I'm human and that, like it takes a lot to do this. So for Afropunks, superhero comics and comics in general could be very, very serious. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people take this stuff very seriously. They want to, like this is this for me and this is this for me. This makes me feel this type of way. I've been with comics for a long time. And there is something that an art form of comics that has kind of died. And that's the comedy comic. A comic that's funny. It's not like you got to read this whole epic thing, You read it and you laugh. And while I was writing Afropunks, I was writing it seriously at first until I got to a section where I started laughing. And it was mostly because I was high out of my mind. And I was high as hell, and I started laughing, and I started thinking, this is the silliest shit. This is silly. Why am I taking this so seriously? Like, why? And so I said, you know what? I went back, and I started playing with the dialogue, and I enjoyed it better when it became a comedy, like when I was just, like, having fun with it. And that was the whole point. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to write this book. And I wanted to do something different than what everyone else does. I wanted it to be just one whole story. Each issue was a one shot. So any issue, someone could walk in and just pick up anyone and just go from there. And if they like it, they could go pick up the other ones. And so that was always been my goal with this one. And I created characters based off of Final Fantasy. Yeah. But that's my favorite, Final Fantasy 7. And Game of Thrones. I was watching those and playing those games. I was thinking, man, there are no black people at all. And so I said, you know what? That'll be a good idea. What if I just wrote and created my own?
Yeah.
And so that's where the Afropunks came in at. I came up with the names. Danny, there's Auxiliary. She's basically my cloud of the group. She has a giant sword.
Yep.
It's a giant African type sword. If you look up the African curved swords,
dope.
That's what she has. And if you haven't noticed, the handle of her sword is an aux cable plug-in. And
that's so tough.
Yeah, and it does plug into things, and you'll find out in later issues. There's her, then there's Danny Deadass.
Danny, yes. Again, the dialogue, I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry. I just love how much the dialogue just made me feel at home being black. Like, it was so dope. Just like, it felt, you just knew that a black person wrote it from a place that you came from. You know what I'm saying? I just love that I was able to tell that. And that was what excited me throughout it, too, personally.
Yeah. You know, I tell my wife sometimes, as black people, a lot of times we talk to each other without talking to each other.
Come on. Yes, that.
Like, every black geek I've given that comic to, they said the same thing. They're like, there are things in this comic that a lot of people aren't going to get.
Just that. I was like, oh, this is fine. I fuck with this. Yeah, I like this a lot because of that. Yes.
Right. Like, I had a white dude come up to me. He was like, what's black fairy face?
Oh, my. I was going to ask you, too, about the black fairy face. I was like, you putting that in there is
never
amazing.
do black fairy face.
Never.
Never do black fairy face. Never. And you know, it was cool to talk about how these different species still go through the same things we do. Like, you would think, especially with fairies, you know, they're usually blonde. They're usually long, blonde, flowing hair. And what about the black fairies? I feel like the black fairies would be, like, neglected. Like, if Link from Zelda got a black fairy, I feel like he would be mad.
Oh, my God. Dr. Umar would hate this.
Where's the blonde fairy? And things like that. So I just wanted to explore that a lot more. And I was just having fun with it. Like, why would a fairy have blackface? Why not? Why not? Let's just have fun with it.
I love that.
There's Danny Deadass. And with Danny, I made it, you know, I play a lot of Final Fantasy. And one thing I've always wondered, even as a kid, you know, when they die or if they need energy, they drink these potion things. And I'm thinking to myself, who makes these potions? Somebody got to make this shit. Somebody's got to, like, make this stuff. So I was thinking, what if he was the dude that made this stuff and then something happened and then all of a sudden he is now just a walking, talking potion?
That's mad.
And so I was trying not to go into Deadpool territory with him, but I kind of go with very carefree. Like, I know I'm not going to. So
Bro, I feel like that's going to be a fan favorite of people because I already love him when I was reading that comic book.
Sticks out.
And I think I even pointed out to you, I think you had posted his design on Twitter, and I'm like, bro, that he looks so fire, and the name is fire. So I'm like,
there's so many reasons it's going to poke out.
Like Danny Deadass is super, it has a ring to it.
Yeah,
but I think reading the book though, I'm like, oh yeah, he's the standout. I feel like he might be the one that people are going to gravitate towards.
Yes,
like just his character, how you wrote him.
Yeah,
so that's dope.
And I wrote him that way because of his fire design. Like, I was like, dude, with that design, you got to do fire shit.
Yeah.
You got to do amazing
things.
And so I kind of wrote him that way. And, you know, and I wrote auxiliary. Like, I wanted her to be very confident, like overconfident. Like, I'm the fucking shit. I can take out anybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's something that's rarely written with, I feel like, with women characters. Because people don't want them to be considered Mary Sue's and turn people off. I say, fuck those people. Yes, if you read my comic and you get offended by it, good. You should be offended. This should offend you. If you're offended by representation, good.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Be offended. Be absolutely offended. I don't want someone like you reading this. I don't want you to experience this. This is not for you.
Yeah.
So tell all your stupid fucking friends, stay away from my shit, because I don't want you to fuck with it. I don't make these things to make money. I make these things for the young black cast who was reading comic books and wishing that he saw himself more.
Right.
That's who I make this for. I make this for people like us who are in this space and we're consistently being told we're not supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
That's what I make this for. And, you know, there are times, you know, I watch I go to conventions and stuff, and I see a lot of Marvel and DC conventions, and they're all white people. Every single one of them. That's what I make this book for. I make this book for there's a kid right now who is probably going to read our stuff and watch your guys' podcast, and that black kid's going to be like, you know what? I could do what they do. And even if we don't know or meet this kid ever in our lives, I sleep better at night knowing that I created something that could inspire someone else.
That's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I get from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna make me cry.
Bro, this is
incredible.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is some real shit. We interview a bunch of people, but like when two black geek creators interview, it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
it's gonna be different because the way we relate to this stuff is not gonna be the same. So it was important for me for my black characters to be black. Also, when I created the Medusa character, I wanted her to be black because I was reading something on Twitter and a guy was like, someone drew a black Medusa and someone says Medusa can't be black. And I said, wait, why not?
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, because this and that. I said, it's not a real person.
Like what?
Fictional character. So with it being a fictional character, it can be whatever he wants to be. If they want to make Medusa black, Medusa can be black. Yeah. And then someone always hits, well, what if they do a white Black Panther? And I tell them, that's not how that works. If you look at the location on Africa where he's at, yeah, he's like in Kenya, dog. Like, yeah, that's not going to work.
He's like, right, like I can go find that place, at least a real location to an extent. You can.
Yeah, no, for sex.
There are certain characters you can't just like cross. Like, for example, Magneto couldn't be a black man. Everyone wants a black Magneto. I'm like, no, he needs to be in Auschwitz with his Jewish people. Like, to remove that from him removes what makes him Magneto.
Mm-hmm. True.
That part is just as important as his magnetic powers. So things like that. Shang-Chi can't be a black person.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it doesn't apply to every character. But a character like Medusa, she's just a monster with snake hair.
Snakes in her hair. Like she can be black.
Nah, facts.
Yes, she can be a rainbow. Like it don't matter what she is.
That's facts.
Yeah.
So I decided to do that, and I wanted her to be snobby. I wanted her, and I didn't want to just name her Medusa. I like to give my characters like a little something. So I set her up as in she's in a singing group because her and the sisters in the mythology, they were temptresses and they were the sirens. They were the Gorgon sisters. And so I wrote her like she's in a rock band and she's the singer of a band. And the band is her and her sisters, and they were called Gorgon's Child.
So tough.
I like that.
That's so tough.
And they kick her out.
No.
They kick her out the group, and they steal her name. And the name of their group is now Medusa. And she was like, well, I can't even use my fucking name anymore.
That's fine. I love
that. Her name is spelled MDSA, but it's still pronounced Medusa. And that was based on doing my rap days. When I was rapping, there's this group out here in Sacramento. They were named DeLorean. And another rapper came out named DeLorean, and he was under Def Jam. So he had of course, his name was spread around bigger. Right. His name was pushed more. And the local group in Sacramento was like, dude, we lost our name. But everyone knew them as DeLorean. So what they ended up doing is they went by DRLN.
Tough. I love how you flip that. Yeah, I see it.
And so a lot of groups do that and so on and so forth. So I said, yeah, I'm going to do that with her. Mm-hmm. And, that also links to why she feels like all of this is beneath her. And she's like, I have to deal with these guys because I need money now. And but she doesn't want to admit that she actually likes them. So she always talks shit to them. And I like how, I don't know how it just came natural that her and Genevieve just don't like each other.
Yeah. It makes sense though.
It does. No, it really does.
I just felt like while writing the characters, I was like, I feel like they wouldn't like each other.
Yeah. You were right.
So they have together. And Genevieve, I wanted a character on the team where she there's always a healer in every single group. So I wanted her to be the healer of the group, but I wanted her to suck at it. I wanted her to be a terrible healer. I wanted her to be completely bad at it. And, I was thinking, because when I don't know if you guys have played role-playing games and video games, right? Mm-hmm. when you use magic, you have a meter where the magic goes down, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, what if I had a character who kind of had a meter like that? Like, she could use this power, but it's going to run out eventually. So eventually with her, she just runs out, and they're like, okay, just get more. And I linked it to, oh, wait, I didn't pay my bills. So
That's so
that was funny. Like, she was like, yo, like, I can't do nothing else for you. Like, that was a funny part of the book.
No, it really was. It really was.
Yeah.
You see how my magic is set up.
Not the way my magic
is set up.
Yeah, exactly. And last but not least, we have Think Tank. Think Tank is also a favorite from people. I've always liked the idea. I love robots, and I wanted a robot on the team, but I didn't want just a robot walking around talking. You know what I'm saying? And like, it just, when I wrote him like that, it didn't make sense to me. And like I said, I'm an accountant. And so while I was thinking of the character, my boss sent me something that I had to do math on. And I did it, and I was thinking, I said, what if this guy only speaks in equations? What if he only speaks in equations? And so that's when Think Tank was created. And when I explain it to people, sometimes they say, that doesn't make sense. Good. None of this makes sense.
Yeah, right. Like,
this woman has snake hair, but this is the one that you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Really? If anything, that makes more sense than the snake hair.
True.
No, exactly.
True.
It's a robot talking in numbers.
And
That
like,
actually
what?
makes more sense.
Makes the most sense.
Talking in code.
Yeah.
And so that's the team. I also like to keep all of my creations. I listen to certain types of music when I create. And with Afro punks, I was listening to a lot of black punk rock.
Dope.
And so in the comic, I will it will also come with a playlist.
Sick.
And I curated a playlist of great black rock stars.
That's fire.
And
That's super fire.
up and coming black rock bands and things like that. Goes also with the Afro punks theme.
Yes.
And because Leader of the Free World was hip hop. So with this one, I wanted to do something completely different. I wanted it to like rock, and so that's why there's a lot like, yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah, it's badass, isn't it? Yeah, it's badass. It's so cool. Like things like that. And I just wanted that to be the theme of it. And hopefully I pulled it off.
Man, I thought you did a great job with this, man, and I'm excited to see where
It's so good.
I'm excited to see where you go with Afro Punks.
Me too.
But I wanted to ask, let the people know how they can support Afro Punks.
Yes.
Right now, and yeah.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Taz, man. I don't know why I'm introducing it like this. Right now we are on Kickstarter. Just Afro Punks and Kickstarter. Type that in Google.
I'm gonna put it in the description. I'm gonna put it in the description of the video as well. So
I like that. The cool thing about this is that for people who want to pledge, the cool thing about it is it's already done. I finished it. It's done. Yeah, as you can tell, the gentleman here have already read it. It's finished. It's done. So right when you submit the money, right when everything goes through at the end of the campaign, you'll get the issue. You don't have to sit there and wait. Like it's going straight to, and then it goes straight to the printer, and then it'll be mailed out by the end of the week. So that's a big incentive to like hop in and let's get it going. I've had a lot of big names retweeted. Shout out to my girl Gail Simone.
legend.
This, they've been pushing it, and Afro Punks Kickstarter. Go get that. Go get it.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I was about to clap out loud. I literally was like, I'm stupid. Two in the moment.
Nah, that's facts.
But man.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Everything you said.
I'm glad we got you. Finally get you back on here, man. Yeah, let's not make this. Let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going, man. You like I said earlier in the show, you're one of the people we look towards in this space, being who you are, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. And we appreciate you rocking with us. It always feels good. You know what I mean?
We got out here. We all we got, man.
That's facts.
We all we got.
Yeah. That's facts.
That's facts. Y'all need from me, holler, 100%. Like when, he asked me, he was like, yo, you want to be on the show? I didn't even second guess. I was like, yo, bro, let me know.
Say less.
Put the
appreciate you, man.
Put that in the show up.
That's love, bro. That's love, bro.
It really is. We
That's
really
love.
appreciate
That's
you.
love.
But now, man, where everybody can follow you real quick. Let everyone know where they can talk to you.
It's your boy. I don't know why I'm doing that.
It's just keep it at this, but it's there. It's a part of it. Yes.
It's the rapping beat.
Yes. I love it.
Yo, what's good? Introduce myself. I'm like, yo, it's your boy. It's your boy. That was always a corny thing to say. I'm like, it's your boy. You don't even know.
He said you don't even know me.
I was saying that to people. They're like, your boy. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's.
I guess. Are you?
Follow me on Twitter. Up to task. You can also follow me on TikTok, which I feel like I'm too old for, but I need to step up on. I see y'all on TikTok. I see y'all out there.
Thank you,
I mean, looking at these. Damn, they got it going. They got it.
You trying?
You know, when people say that about me, I'm like, no, I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at all of y'all. Like, dog, y'all got a nice space. Y'all, you know, you got the mood set with all the LED. That. So, like, I look at that, like, that's what I want. I want that. And so,
hey man, come on out here. Do a live one. Yeah, let us know when you're over here. Yeah.
Where y'all at?
We're in Philly. Yeah. The other side. The whole other side.
Oh, y'all in Philly?
Yeah, we're in Philly.
Oh, fuck y'all on the Eagles. Fuck y'all on them goddamn. Listen, I don't like y'all quarterback. That is the most epic light-skinned nigga.
Not epic light-skinned. That's accurate, though. That is pretty accurate.
The light-skinned niggas think they in style. Us dark, black as hell niggas be still in style.
It definitely is like Drake is our quarterback. There's something to it. You're right. It's true. But no, man, appreciate you so much.
And even my wife be like, oh, hey. I'm like, nigga, get this
no. Not the ore seeping through the TV. Oh, my goodness.
The ore seeping through the TV. That's hilarious.
You know, when that nigga on my screen, I smell syrup.
Oh, my God, I'm dying. He said some got sweet in here.
Some got sweet in here.
I feel like he would go around bragging that he's light skinned. Like, oh, look at my fair skin. Look at me.
Look at my fair skin. I'm dying. No, this is so funny. Okay.
Biggest hater. I hate the way that he walks.
Yes.
I don't like this nigga. I don't like him.
Was it in the braids?
Was it the fade?
What's the fade?
Was it the fade? Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
What is it, the fade?
Oh, this is crazy. Oh wait, are they gonna ban us from the city?
I like that.
I just
No.
I was like,
they won't do that.
I work it at the link. They might not let me back in. But no,
man.
Taz,
again, thank you again, bro. We appreciate you, bro.
Man.
And and this was episode 54 of Let's 3000.
That was fun.
Yeah, and that was it. And we're out of here.